Alright, today we are reviewing the Switch 2. Nintendo did send us a Switch 2 as well as accessories. So we're going to go through all that, talk about the differences between the Switch 1 and the Switch 2, things that we like about it, if there's anything that we don't like about it. I'm going to be honest too. We actually have two of the Nintendo Switch 2s here, as you can see. So my husband ended up wanting one, and we knew we were going to get one eventually. We had two of the first Nintendo Switches, and then we just did a transfer, which was super easy. So it just kind of like transferred from each system. Also, I 3D printed these for the controllers. They're so cute. I'm going to be doing a review on our Bambu A1, and it's just really handy to have this for little accessories. So let's start out with the differences really quickly here. The Switch 2 is going to be larger by ½ an inch in height and under an inch in width. Personally, I like the bigger screen, especially if we're traveling somewhere. I can take it on the go and you can just see it better. The Switch 2 has a 1080p resolution, which is twice the pixels of the Switch 1 on the actual tablet console. You also get more storage, so the Switch 2 has 256 gigabytes of internal storage and the Switch 1 only had 32 gigabytes. They also added voice chat, so you're able to chat with your friends online. They have a little button on the Pro controller, and the Joy-Cons have a mouse feature, so some of the games like we'll show in Mario Party actually use that feature. I even noticed on the eShop, it's not a huge deal, but it loads so much faster when you're looking through the games, especially when you want to get a good deal on something. And even when you stop it, it even starts playing a trailer within like 3 seconds. If you had a Switch 1, this is a huge upgrade because it took forever to load on the eShop. And the Switch 2 runs almost all the Switch 1 games, so you're gonna have upgrades. Some of them are free upgrades, like the Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, completely free if you already own the game. And then others are gonna be about a $20 upgrade because they're gonna add things to the game, not just a better resolution, but new mini games or a new story. And as of the filming of this, I heard these two games are great. I need to check them out. Let us know if you have. As of the recording of this, there are two main titles that are exclusively Nintendo that are Donkey Kong Bonanza and Mario Kart World. So we're going to briefly go over those games, and they're going to be releasing more, of course, as well as some of the add-on packs that we'll show. But one thing exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2 are the GameCube games. I'm going to show you if you have the Nintendo Switch online, then you're going to get access to Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo 64, the NES, and the GameCube is what is completely new on here. I'll show in a second. And Super Nintendo, which is one of my absolute favorites. So the GameCube, they've only added a few. Okay, they started out with F-Zero GX, and then of course The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker and Soul Calibur, and then they have added the Super Mario Strikers. So we have not played that yet. So I might show that later in the video just to show the graphics. But my husband has played Wind Waker. And actually this week they just added a new one since recording. It's Chibi Robo. So I'm just going to briefly go over these, but the rest of these games are all accessible whether you have the Nintendo Switch, the original console, or the Nintendo Switch 2. There's over 150 games. There might be even more now, but I'm just reading off of the website here. There's a bunch of benefits of having the online membership with the expansion pack. We have the family membership just because it makes sense to do the family with 4 accounts. But look how many Super Nintendo titles they have alone. It makes it fun to go back and play the old school Donkey Kong or the first game that Yoshi was introduced. And here's the classic NES games. So again, the Switch 2, the only exclusive thing right now is going to be the GameCube titles. Some of the other benefits of the online membership is saved data cloud, and one thing I do like is that if it is a hard game, you can rewind and start again. That's something that the kids used. I don't know if you all grew up with Game Genie, but it's kind of like it gives you a little bit of leeway there. And one nice thing too is you have access to Nintendo Music if you have the online membership. Some of these games you can actually compete or cooperate online too, which is a really cool feature. And if you never got a chance to play these games in the past, or you want to replay them again, there is a ton to choose from. I was actually excited to see Yoshi's Island on here because I haven't played that in forever. And if you've been to Epic Universe, they have a ride there, a Yoshi ride, which is based off the game. So if you've been to Super Nintendo World and you want to play the game that inspired the Yoshi ride, definitely check this out on the online membership.
I love the Nintendo Switch 2 because I love Mario Kart World. My mom's account has all of the characters.
We do. We unlocked all of them.
Yeah, I know.
He's going to be playing Donkey Kong Bonanza for the first time. So.
Yeah.
So you might like that one too, right?
Yep.
I'm going to have Buddy Boy show the free roam on Mario Kart World. This is how you unlock different characters and, costumes, technically. So, alright, Jack, what do you like about Mario Kart World?
I like the cards, I like the characters. Peepa's my favorite character.
Peepa. As you can see, we've unlocked a lot of these, but Buddy Boy needs to get some of these question blocks still. I do wish they had more characters like Mario Kart 8, but eventually they may add more. Who should they add, Buddy? They should add like Zelda, Link, and Zelda.
Wait! They should add the hero Donkey Kong.
The hero Donkey? Oh, you mean the big one?
Yeah.
They should add Diddy Kong. Okay, there you go. There's the food. You can get the food and change your costume.
It looks like that talking flower from Wonder.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Just ate it.
Yeah, then you just transform, so. But
his
Donkey
face.
Kong only has 2. So I'm going to quickly review Mario Kart World and just be completely honest. If you love Mario Kart 8 on the original Switch, you're going to love this one too. I do enjoy the free roaming and there's some fun challenges there. So that's something that adds some extra time versus Mario Kart 8. Do I think Mario Kart World is worth buying the Switch 2 alone? No, I think that the future games coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 does make it worth it. And now that Donkey Kong Bonanza has come out, I believe that has really made it worth it. That is an incredible game, but you have to be a die-hard Mario Kart fan just to buy the system alone on this game. Now, my son may disagree. He wants to play this almost every day, so it really depends on the person. Kids are gonna love this one especially. I know we've played this game for at least 40 or 50 hours, and I'll show that later on how much we have actually played. I really do like the addition of the knockout tour. It does make it seem more fun, and it just kind of flows from one area to the next instead of doing the same laps over and over. So I do really like that change. And I do like the costumes. I like the addition of the food, but I wish that there were more characters personally. I'm sure they're gonna add some add-on packs to purchase. But now let's talk about Donkey Kong Bonanza, which was the second Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive. That one really is worth the system purchase. The fact that you can pretty much destroy almost everything in a level, you can spend so much time on this, but it's also really fun to look for gold, to look for the bananas, and there are some really fun power-ups that Donkey Kong has.
If you love Donkey Kong and love destroying stuff, this is the game for you. My favorite transformations are the snake and elephant.
So I know there's only like 2 games right now on the Switch, like exclusively on the Switch 2, but this one is definitely one of the top ones. I think it's going to be the top 5 or 10 out of all of the Switch titles. Okay, so for multiplayer, you can do share controller or game share, local or game chat. We're gonna do local. Buddy Boy, join game share. Okay. So 2-player controls, I can shout, copy material, or reset cursor. Oh man, look, I can just destroy all this.
Wait!
Oh!
That bomb just exploded.
Yeah. Which is your favorite thing about this game, Bub?
Randy and the bosses.
The bosses. Buddy Boy always loves the bosses, yes. I think it's fun to collect all the gold, all the fossils.
We have 9,000.
Yeah, we have a lot of gold. And just exploring. You can spend hours just trying to destroy an entire island, and then you have little side missions. Like my husband said, it is kind of like the Breath of the Wild where you have all these little side quests. I think it's really fun, and then I can help Buddy Boy here get more gold and fossils too. Since GameCube is the Switch 2 exclusive games on this system, then I'm going to briefly just show a few that they had out at this time. So this one is Soul Calibur. I haven't played this in so long, but I did end up kicking her butt as Link. F-Zero GX is another one. I actually never played this on the GameCube, but it's just a racing game. To be honest, I didn't really care for it, but maybe those who grew up playing this might enjoy replaying. We also have a video on our favorite Switch titles for both systems, the Switch 1 and 2, family games that we play the most together. I will link that video down below. Super Mario Strikers is another one. It is a soccer game. This one I did play a long time ago. I like the different arenas that they have, and of course you can pick your character. There's Wario smacking his own butt. I am really hoping though that they add the Mario Kart for the GameCube, because I do remember that one being unique unique as a 2-player game. And then Zelda Wind Waker. I haven't had time to play that chibi robot game, but Zelda Wind Waker is probably my favorite out of all of these right now. Of course, it's a classic Zelda title. So the first upgrade for one of the Switch 1 titles for the Switch 2 is Super Mario Party Jamboree, and I want to show that because we're finally able to show the new camera feature for the Switch 2. This is a $20 upgrade, so if you have the base game, which I believe is like 50 or 60 bucks, you only need to buy the upgrade, which is 20. And it adds a bunch of new mini games. So with Bowser Live, you're going to be using your body to participate in mini games like balancing Goombas on your head. And in some mini games, you use a combination of movement and voice. Follow Talking Flower's instructions to either stand or squat.
Luigi, squat.
Oh.
Mario, squat.
And Carnival Coaster was another new game here where you go on this roller coaster all together, you shoot things that go by while you're riding the ride, and then it stops and you do different mini games. And in these mini games, you actually use the mouse controls that I had mentioned earlier. So it adds 20 new mini games. I believe there were 78 initial mini games in the original Super Mario Party Jamboree. So now you technically have 98 total. And then you still have the free play. You still have the original Mario Party, so those don't go away, but with some of these mini games you have the camera feature as well if you want to use that. It'd be fun, especially if you're playing online with your friends, just to see their face. You can make little silly faces at them while you play the mini games. I think that would definitely be fun with someone far away. And don't forget, Kirby and the Forgotten Land is also getting a $20 upgrade pack, so I'm going to be doing a quick review, probably a short covering that. We've covered quite a few things on YouTube Shorts. Recently, we also did Hogwarts Legacy. I know it's not an exclusive to the Switch 2, but it is really a good game, and I love the portability. So finally, let's go over some of the criticisms that I've seen online. So some of the criticism that the Switch 2 is getting, one is that it is overpriced, which, I mean, the Xbox Series X is going for like $600, so $450, I feel like for a family console, or if you just love Nintendo games, I think it's a fair price. And as far as like the games being expensive, I just looked on Best Buy, and the Xbox Series X games, some of them are between $70 and $120. So again, I'm not really sure what people were expecting, because unfortunately games are going to be more expensive, going up with the tariffs, going up with just, you know, inflation in general. Also, just a side note, we have a Costco membership, and the new Donkey Kong Bonanza game, that was like $62, so that was actually pretty good considering it's about $70 game. Or occasionally the Nintendo games will go on sale, so you just have to keep an eye on sales, maybe buy used. I love some of our local game shops, the ones that you can trade and sell. I'm not a huge fan of the game cards not being like on the card itself. Nintendo games are going to be on the card, so that is actually physical and digital, but the third-party games are only going to be digital or like a key card. So I'm not thrilled about that, because I do love having a physical. I love being able to trade and to sell my games. Like, let's say we don't like a game or we're done with it, have a digital, you can't do anything, you can't trade or sell it. So I do like the ability to sell or trade if I wanted to. But one thing I really did like is that if you had a Switch 1 game like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, it was a free upgrade for the Switch 2. So we already had the game. We didn't have to pay anything for the Switch 2 for the enhancements, the HDR, the upgraded graphics. You don't have to spend $80 or $70, however much it is, on the Switch 2 version. You can just buy the Switch 1 unless you already have it, and then you pay the upgrade. So at least that is like somewhat reasonable. So a lot of people are complaining about the Switch 2 just getting enhanced games, but I looked at the PS5 is like almost all enhanced games, like all upgraded graphics for old games. So I don't know what people were really complaining about. Also, people were complaining that you don't own the system, and that's not true. You just can't jailbreak the system. Like, you obviously can't go and add an emulator, or you can't pirate the games, which I've never attempted. I don't want to do that. I just buy the games legally, and I've never had that issue. So as long as you don't pirate any games or jailbreak your system, you'll be fine. I just say buy what you want. Like, buy what you enjoy. Don't criticize or put down other people for buying the Switch 2 or buying a Steam Deck, because honestly, I don't care what you guys buy as long as you are happy with your purchase. For the Mario Kart World, we played over 60 hours. We played 10 hours or more of Jamboree. So on my son's account, you can see he's played Donkey Kong Bonanza for over 20 hours. And then my daughter is really into the Hogwarts Legacy. So as you can see, we might be a little biased with Nintendo because really we buy a lot of their products. Not all their products, but a lot of them. We camped out. My husband and I camped out for the original Wii when that came out. We camped out of a Best Buy all night long. So obviously we do love all the systems. People hate on the Wii U. I think that was a great system too, but it's honestly what you like. Buy what makes you happy. Eventually they're going to come out with more titles, so if you need time to save up, this would be a good opportunity to save up until they come out with more of a library of Nintendo exclusives for the Switch 2. And a big thank you again to Nintendo for sending us the system and the accessories, and then we did purchase the second system and additional accessories. Let us know if you have any questions. Click these two videos next, the top one being our favorite games that work both on the Switch 1 and 2, the bottom being our new review on our 3D printer. Thank you so much for watching.